Janet, on occasion, and today we're playing the Total War Warhammer Battle Replay. So, as it stands, right now I'm sat here in my boxer shorts, because my legs got so sunburnt yesterday I can't put on trousers. So that's fun. But last night, a friend of mine came over, he brought his laptop, and we played a load of multiplayer games. So I'll be playing some of them this week. And this was one of the first ones we did. I decided to bring my horde of Black Orcs, led by Grimgor. It's very much just a Black Orc themed army. I've got a giant, because, I wasn't going to bring just Black Orcs, and also I've got a couple of Orc Biggins as well, who I like to think of them as sort of aspiring Black Orcs. Trying to prove that they're as tough. So, good fun. So, yeah, very heavy army. And I'm playing against my buddy here, Woody5. He's got, the Empire. And so he's gone with a cool one. So he's got basically the dual net sort of build here. So he's got the Templehof Luminarch, which of course can use the Net of Ammontok for free, and he's also got a Light Wizard with the Net of Ammontok, which is very cool. And then he's also got a front line of Greatswords, and which will do well against the Black Orcs. And he's also got some Spearmen on the side in case I had cavalry, and he's got some Crossbowmen. They're not going to do great against the armour of my army, but they should be able to take down the Giant fairly well. And he's also got the Silver Bullets. So pretty cool. And they're led by an Archlector. So always like to see that. So as you can see, it's getting to it nice and quick. So, oh, nope, he missed. Thank God for that tiny tree. Phew. So, yeah. So soon I'll move up. Right? Do I not move up? Come on, guys. Guys? Orcs? Why you just sat there? There we go. Oh, yeah, I remember. I was off over there looking at this tower. I didn't realise the game had started, because I had the HUD off, so he couldn't look over and see my my unit cards when he was setting up. So, yeah, I didn't realise the match had started. So, it's only when I heard him go, "Ooh, I missed!" that I turned around. It's like, oh, right, we've started. Whoops. My bad. Anyway, so, start charging in. He's trying to get a nice position in this field here. But, I think he could have stayed still, to be honest. Give his Luminarch more time to shoot. But, it happens. So here, though, gets a really nice net. So, as you can see, I try and move Grimgor to one side, fail. He's taking a ton of damage. Obviously, he doesn't have the Potion of Toughness, so he can't heal. So that's really bad for me. But, everything else is getting engaged nicely. I don't want the Giant on the spears, so I get the Black Orcs behind them. I've got these guys going around the side. They're going to try and flank these Greatswords somewhat, so I can charge in with these guys, move these guys around. Grimgor, though, he is having a terrible day, and he runs away. So I've already lost my general. That's diabolical. Uses another net. I couldn't move these guys to the side quick enough, so now taking a load of fire on these Black Orcs. So yeah, this is pretty quality. But I've still got a lot of weight behind me. So Luminarch hits the Giant, does huge damage. So pretty sure another net is coming down here. Actually, nope. Sorry, that's the Grand Soulfire. So pretty cool so far. And here, I didn't know he had a Rights Guard. So he brought them in for a nice rear charge here. It's very cool. Unfortunately, though, a lot of his front line is already broken, so he wasn't able to get, a classic sort of hammer and anvil. Now he's just trying to keep, my Black Orcs from tearing up his back line. So yeah, nice charge at the back. See, he does a pretty good amount of damage early on. And another net coming down here, so I just send the big and straight over here. They don't quite get there. So yeah, so many nets coming down, so it's stopping me from getting nice surrounds on his units. So you can see I'm taking a ton of damage in this area. These Greatswords are actually doing fantastically. Yeah, with the help of the Archlector, they're having a great time. So Grimgor finally came back. He's super damaged. Can't see him there. There he was. So I've used War and everything. Just try and collapse that side finally. And yeah, and help kill his Archlector. So if I can kill him, that would be great. Also, I've got my Biggins wrapped around his Light Wizard, so that anti-large is going to work because he's on a horse. So that's really good for me. So making good use of the Biggins. And yeah, now you can see a lot of his line is crumbled. So his Archlector is running away. That's great news. Giant's still going though, unfortunately for him. So not ideal. So I run them off that way because I want to make sure these Rights Guard are dead, these guys are dead, and the Archlector shatters, which is good. So I was happy to sort of mob them up there, because I knew that these two from the middle I can just send to either side, and they can happily fight these guys all day. Unfortunately, though, he does have some Greatswords coming back, and these Black Orcs taking a hell of a lot of damage, so that's going to be tough. And here, now that I'm trying to come back, he nets me again. It's very annoying. So many nets coming down. He's using them really well, though. I was really impressed. But, yeah, just he didn't have enough armor piercing, really. to deal with, you know, so many Black Orcs. But, you know, you can see he's made a hell of a dent in all of them. So it's pretty impressive. So now, you know, I've caught up some of his ranged units, so that's good news. Unfortunately, he's still got his handgunners, you know, the silver bullets, so they'll be able to do a lot of damage now. Yeah, so you can see he's shooting at the side of those Black Orcs. But, of course, those crossbowmen weren't going to hold him in place for too long, so, you know, it's not the best. Here, though, you'll see in a minute, yeah, his Light Wizard comes back. So now he's got some more leadership again. So that's annoying for me. That's very annoying for me, because, yeah, it's pretty much to the last man these guys fight. So yeah, another net coming down, and he manages to get my giant, which is very annoying. But luckily, these Orc Biggins don't get caught. So the Orc Biggins just chasing down his handgunners. That Luminarch is going to keep running. Luckily, he kept turning around sort of a bit too soon, trying to shoot, and I got too close, so I had to run away before he could shoot again. So that's a bit of a pity. So yeah, I just had too many units at this point, so he couldn't net them all, which is, you know, great for me. So here, you know, Grimgor, super damaged. One hit from the Luminarch will kill him. And yeah, I'm pretty sure he's obstructed, though. Yep, he's obstructed. For as far as I can tell, no reason whatsoever. Well, now there's knights in the way. But still, for a while there, he could have shot Grimgor, but it's just, yeah, the game just went, no, you're not doing that. Which is very annoying. He does do that a lot sometimes. Like, when it doesn't feel like they're obstructed. You know, it doesn't look like they are. It makes some weird calls sometimes. But, you know, that's the nature of a game this complex, I guess. So, yeah, so that's good. So, yeah, these Rights Guard, they're having a terrible day. They were running away, and now they're running away in a different direction, because I've got guys everywhere, so that's great news. So, hopefully I can just destroy them for good. That would be good news. And over here, I've got some Black Orcs just running over this way to try and deal with his Light Wizard. Here, though, I actually had these crossbowmen skirmish completely off the map. So now it's just one little tap, and you'll see they just immediately, yeah, boom. They run, and because they're already touching the line, they're gone for good. So, so that was handy. So, yeah, over here. Now, I'm not sure why he's netting them. I don't know what that's going to do. But yeah, so the Crimson Killers. So, really sturdy. Really good. So, really tough units. Really small units, though. There's only 45 in a, like, healthy unit of Crimson Killers. And, you know, Black Orcs have got 60. So it's a bit of a shame, that. But yeah, so you can see Light Wizard staying in combat for too long. And he finally shatters. So yeah, good news. So my Black Orc army did the job here. Definitely did the job. But yeah, I'm not sure what he could have done, really, with the army he had. I think if he'd actually kept the Luminarch firing at Grimgor as he was running away, he could have won, I think. Because yeah, with Grimgor dead, my leadership would have gone down pretty quickly. He didn't have any units causing terror, so, you know, my Black Orcs being immune to psychology wouldn't have mattered. But, you know, I think, yeah, I think he did a pretty good job. But yeah, I'm not sure what he could have done with his makeup. Because obviously, you know, the Spearmen are quite cheap, but he didn't need those. The Crossbowmen are just awful against Black Orcs. They just don't have the armor piercing. Though they did do a fair bit of damage. Amazingly, they did more than the Silver Bullets. But, you know, I was trying to keep on top of the Silver Bullets for a lot longer. And I think these guys were firing at my Biggins, which was wise. Because Biggins got far less armor than the Black Orcs. So, yeah, it's pretty good. Also, the Rights Guard, he didn't cycle charge them, and he brought them in too late. If he'd brought them in sort of right at the start, which he could have done, you know, that surprise wouldn't have done me any harm, really. But he could have charged in when he still had a couple of great swords holding the front, and I think that would have really helped. But unfortunately, most of his line had broken before the Rights Guard came in. So, yeah, they couldn't sandwich me. And he also could have used those Rights Guard to chase off Grimgor, which would have actually been massive. Because, yeah, they could have taken down Grimgor and then charged in the back. And with that, you know, penalty for being charged in the rear, and for having your general die recently, yeah, it would have... Yeah, I reckon he could have made some of my guys rout there, and then just mopped them up with the Rights Guard, because I didn't have anything that could chase down the Rights Guard, you know, I didn't have any mobile units, really. So, yeah, so a couple of things he could have done differently. I'm sure I could have done a couple of things differently to, you know, secure a win a bit better. Could have spaced out my guys a bit more, you know, knowing that he had 2 nets. Because, frankly, you know, these guys can all fend for themselves. It's not like they're all going to get mobbed individually, and I'll, you know, see them wiped out. So, yeah, so I probably should have spread out more. Avoid those nets. But, you know, you live and learn. So, yeah, so thanks, Woody5. That was great. And, yeah, so I'm going to be playing a few matches with him. So, guys, if you enjoyed this video, comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.